Hi everyone, Anita here. Welcome to my channel. These are the products I'll be using for this week's mani. This is week 15, I think, of the 52-week nail challenge that I do on Instagram. I'll be making some decals, I'll be making alcohol ink, and I will be doing a beautiful spring watercolor mani. Let's get into it. This beautiful polish I've been wearing for a couple of days. I have it over a peel-off base coat and I just don't feel like taking it off. So what I'm going to do is make some decals and put them right over the polish that I already have. So you see me here using this beautiful Moyra polish. I'm just going to pick up some images on about 5 different stampers that I have, let them dry, and then polish them over with my stamping polish. So this is actually making the decal. I let that image dry just a little bit because if you go too quickly over it with your background polish, you'll smear it. This is beautiful plate. I love this plate. I've used this plate a lot, and it's from Maniology, formerly Bundle Monster, and it just has such great images on it. It has all the seasons on it, so I use this plate a lot. This is the first time I'm using these particular little images, and you know, it's a springtime mani, but I think I got a couple of snowflakes in there, which is okay because sometimes it snows in the spring. I'm not a fan, but it does happen. So we're going to get into the alcohol ink now. I have a paper plate that I'm going to use as my palette, and I'm just going to color on some of the markers that I'll be using in this mani. Choose whatever colors you like. I tried to get colors that are like kind of pastel-y but kind of bright. And once you have those all on your plate, you're going to get a little receptacle, a little cup, and put your alcohol in it. Now for this, you're using 99% isopropyl alcohol. This is just a coat of Orly Bonder I'm going to put on to make sure that those decals stick well. The alcohol that I have is 91% because I just can't find the 99, and that works just fine. So this is one of my newest favorite things here. You see me putting on some Burt's Bees Lemon Butter Cuticle Cream. This I've been using instead of latex because it's less drying. It is healthy for my nails and for my skin. I'm really trying to not use anything that's really totally drying. So for me, this has been working well. And I just put that on with the brush that I have. And if I didn't have that nail polish on, I would have put it right over my bare nail, and that would have been my peel-off base coat. It's really the coolest thing ever. So once I have that on, I take my decal and I just put it over my nail. Let that Orly Bonder dry just a tiny bit, but don't let it dry too much because it will not always be sticky if you let it dry too long. So I put those decals on like you see here and just trim them up. Be really careful with the trimming, especially with the cuticle tool. It's sharp, so you don't want to really push down into the skin, and these do remove quite easily when they're not too brittle or not too old. And if your polish is not too thick, don't really put on a thick layer of polish. This one really worked well for me, so I was very pleased with it. And this one just barely made it. I just had enough to cover that nail, and I'm just using my silicone tool to push that decal into place, make sure I have good adherence to the nail. Again, carefully trim the excess, and I will do a little better cleanup off camera. So in my final swatch photos, you're going to see hopefully a better cleanup. It's kind of close up, so I'm not the best cleaner upper. I'm really trying to up my cleanup game, but I think I did a pretty good job on this one. And now I'm just going to finish up the thumb and then the fun part, which is the painting. That's my favorite part. I really love it. There are products that are ink products for nail art, and the ones that I've looked up, the Apres, they're expensive. I have a hard time spending that much for them. They're really pricey. You know, I get the effect that I need. I don't do a lot of this, but now that it's springtime and summer's coming, I might do a little bit more. But this is really pretty. The effect is really beautiful, and you can do whatever you like. I'm being a little bit more controlled here, but you could definitely do some art on, do some alcohol ink painting on the nail and stamp over that. but this is the way I chose to do it because I didn't want to cover the polish that was there. So this worked out perfectly for me. You see me continually dabbing alcohol on the plate because this dries really, really fast. By the time you get the brush from the palette to your nail, like a second time, it's already dry. You have to add some more alcohol to it. And again, I said the alcohol 99%, mine is 91, and it works just fine. Any cleanup that you do, if it gets on your skin, just use a little bit of that alcohol, maybe on a cotton round, and just wipe it off. It's really, really easy. Same thing with your brush, just dip in a little alcohol, wipe it off on a lint-free cotton round or on a paper towel, and you're just fine. You're great to go. I had to really edit this part of the video, and I'm sorry because it was really fun, and it took me at least a half an hour to 40 minutes to do the whole thing, and I loved every second of it, and this is how it came out. This is just a smudge-free top coat that I put on before I put on my Seche Vite for the final photos. I did put a matte on this as well, and that photo's coming up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time here and you like what you see. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this mani, and do check it out on Instagram. It will be posting today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.